Yo, what's up, YouTube? Kid Vape coming to you today. Let the hot seat go to the Instagram, Vaping German.
Whoop whoop!
Figured I'd let them feel what I normally feel like. And today we're going to be doing from juices from Cereal City Vapors, and it's their entire cereal line, big 60 mils.
There's too many to hold up. So we got. Let's see how many we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 juices to go over today. It's a pretty big line today.
That's quite a bit of juice.
It is quite a bit of juice. So
I'll be using the Lava Box Limited Edition Blood Red DNA 200. Thank you, Evolve, for creating this chip.
And I will be using a Lacimo, whatever you want to call it.
With a Royal Hunter.
Not a bad little box. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on into this. Alright, so these are in Max VG, which is going to be an 80-20 ratio. And they're also in 3 Nic as well, so we're going to go ahead and get on into it.
Let's see what his mod get like. It gets pretty good.
First one we're going to be doing is Dino Drips. I believe it is a Fruity Pebbles.
See, my cloth is the community cloth.
You'll have that. Go ahead and wait on Kid Vape here to go ahead and get his drip. I mean, freaking Christmas is coming and he's just still taking his time.
And I've told him what presents I want to, but
it's not happening, guys.
Oh, and by the way, if you don't know who Vaping German is, head over to Instagram. He'll be posting a lot of pictures that took place today. Some really, really nice photos. And also, you got some reviews coming up, correct?
I do have a few reviews coming up.
And that's on YouTube, by the way, via YouTube. Just type in YouTube. I don't know if he's got his name set up exactly the way it is, but you can go on my channel, and I'll put a link to the description of his YouTube. So check it out.
But, all right, let's go ahead and have a vape on it. A little harsh, ain't it?
It's got a little bit of nick to it. It's a 3 Nic, but it's a little tougher in the back of the throat than I thought it would be.
It's not bad, actually. It tastes exactly like a Fruity Pebbles. As with most cereals, you get that huge lemony citrus flavor.
I don't get that a whole lot.
I still kind of get it.
I get a lot of like creamy milk to it.
I get some of the creamy bit when I get more of the lemon, the citrus flavor, as with most of your cereals. But I mean, it's not as heavy as most. I mean, you can still obviously tell it's there, but you get the nice roll of the lemon, and then you also get a lot of the milky, like the Kid Vape said, like the milky custard taste of it. All in all, it tastes exactly like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. It's not bad.
I like it. It's pretty good. I do get a little bit of the lemon, as he said there, but it's not overwhelming. Not overwhelming at all.
All right, what we got next?
Looks like we're going to go with some Snap
Crackling.
Snap Crackling.
And this is going to be your Rice Krispie. What do they call that cereal?
Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies.
Mm-hmm. Did I win?
No.
Oh. Here we go. But it's like Rice Krispie treats.
It tastes more of a.
I taste a lot of marshmallow.
Yes.
Not like a heavy marshmallow, but like a wimped marshmallow, like a airy marshmallow.
Enough to know that it is there. I really don't know what else to say about that besides the fact that it tastes exactly like a Rice Krispie treat. It's real thick as well. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it.
Yeah. Good cheek feel too. You get that real sweet hit in the cheeks.
Well, that one wasn't bad either. Alright, well, next one we'll try is Silly Rabbit. It's basically going to be your tricks.
Apparently tricks aren't for kids. Entirely. They're for us too.
Yep. I wasn't really sure where you were going with that one, but
And this is why it'll be the last seat he ever sits in. He will be back on the Rooster metal seat tomorrow, I promise.
I'm okay with the Rooster metal seat, though.
But see, you know why I'm very good on YouTube?
Why are you so great on YouTube?
Because I have this beard. That's why. Some of us children cannot grow.
What I actually
Flowing,
have to say, I cannot say here on YouTube for you
windy
guys
beards.
to actually hear.
Look
So
at that. Flowing in the wind, guys.
it's not even
Flowing.
it's not even moving.
It's
not
moving if I touch it.
Hey, why don't you take a drip of
Look,
that?
it's moving if I touch it.
Yes, only if you touch it. Why don't you take a drip of that?
Silly rabbit.
Drip to forgive.
Now, me and Mr. Vaping German here, we've been friends for actually quite a little bit of time there. And I met him at one of the vape shops I used to be employed at. And I don't know if he really liked me when we first met, but we kind of saw each other a time or two and got to talking and kind of found out we kind of like about the same stuff.
I thought it was a dick.
I can be.
Anyway, on with the juice review. It's not bad, but I don't think it tastes like Tricks.
I think it's more like a generic Tricks. It's not a sweet like as real Tricks. I guess it's the sugar content of it, but I've tasted generic Tricks. You know, I think they're called Kicks. Actually, was
Kicks.
the name of them. And it reminds me of the blue and the red of those flavors. I wouldn't put it in the Tricks name, but I would put it in the category. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's sweet. It's just not
that overbearing sweetness.
Yeah, it's not that second bowl sweet.
It's kind of like a dole. You know how whenever you put your cereal in your milk and you let it sit for too long and then you get that soggy taste or that sogginess, and you don't get that nice crisp flavor from like when you first pour a bowl of cereal. It's pretty much what that tastes. It's pretty much this juice is pretty much what that tasted like. So,
I do agree with that.
But on to the next one. Next one is Crazy Squares. This is going to be like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I hope it holds up to its name because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a pretty big staple in the cereal aisle.
There you go. Yeah, I'm actually hoping this holds up to par as well because I'm actually a big cinnamon fanatic. I like cinnamon stuff.
I don't like overwhelming cinnamon.
Not overwhelming,
but I do like a sweet cinnamon.
Yes.
Like the cinnamon sugar, like you put on French toast. I love that stuff now.
See how she holds? And there is that overwhelming cinnamon we were talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty potent.
Pretty stout.
I felt that in my nose.
Yeah, pretty much all these things have. So far, all these juices have had two things in common. Actually, they're all stout so far, and they all have that milky aftertaste.
And I don't believe it's the nicotine.
No.
I think it's like a heavy extra shot of flavoring, which is good because you can turn a 60 into a 70 or an 80 ml bottle just by cutting it with some VG or something, to kind of dilute the harshness. Which it isn't harsh. It's just it kind of catches you a little off. It kind of hits a little bit stout. The flavors are there though.
Yeah, they are spot on. They are spot on. That was not bad, guys. I could actually see myself vaping that daily as long if there was a way to cut the flavor down just a little. But alright. Next one is Milk and Berry. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what that one's all about?
Milk and Berry is going to be your basically your Crunch Berry cereal.
Captain Crunch.
Well, we'll see if it's a captain or if it's a sailor. We'll find out.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Because a lot of juices claim to be the king or the captain or whatever, and they be washing some decks.
I can honestly say, as far as Captain Crunch goes, I think that is going to be a very hard juice to mimic. Just because I've had, excuse me, I've had a few that have claimed to be Captain Crunch, and they taste absolutely nothing like Captain Crunch.
Probably the most spot-on Captain Crunch, not Crunch Berry, but Crunch, that I've ever tasted was a company out of Florida. Not gonna say their name, but they're out of Florida, and I mean their juice is very spot on, very costly, but very spot on.
All right. Wow. God, guys, I'm sorry. That actually tastes pretty damn close.
That's pretty damn good.
That is pretty close. With this, there's a lot more of the blueberry and the raspberry as you would actually have in the Captain Crunch. As well, we'll just say Berry Crunch for other reasons. As far as overall how it really vapes, I mean, it's actually pretty subtle. It's not very. This is actually the first one that hadn't been very stout at all. It's not bad.
True. It's I would give it a 9 out of 10 on flavor for hitting close to it.
Excuse me, guys. I actually have to take a phone call. My wife is calling, and she's called twice, so I'm hoping it's not an emergency. So please forgive me.
I'll take over here, I guess. But because you know, wifey's. If my wife called, I've had to step away before too. So, yeah, I would say I'd give it a 9 out of 10 on flavor. It does hit all the notes that seems to roll very well with it. I like it. The next one is going to be Perfect Circle, which is going to be your Fruit Loops. It's a little throaty on the hit of the Fruit Loops. I get a little bit of the lemon on it, and I get a little back palate hit of it. But for the majority, it tastes like Fruit Loops. It's actually pretty sweet with the Fruit Loops. Yeah, it's actually pretty damn good. And we'll go on to the next one here. And the last one is going to be Sinapple Hoops, which is going to be your Apple Jacks. And I'm a huge fan of some Apple Jacks. I like some Apple Jacks. And with any Apple Jacks, you know it's going to have the cinnamon hit to it, but see how she goes. That is Apple Jacks all day long on Sinapple Hoops.
Sinapple Hoops. Again, guys, I apologize for that. Like, it was not an emergency, but never know.
When the wifey calls, there's an old saying to it: "Happy wife, happy life."
And this is very true for you all that are not married. Which one will?
Sinapple Hoops. I definitely taste the green apple and the cinnamon coming out. It is still a little bit on the throaty side, but it's not bad. It seems to have toned down a little bit from, you know, a couple of the other ones we've tried.
But you should actually go ahead and tell them about this one. This is actually the one that we did try first.
Yeah, we actually cut it down. I took 20% out of the bottle roughly and replaced it with VG. Shook it up. It was still a little harshness, and I actually took another juice from a different company, which does have ties to Cereal City.
and it's still stout. It's harsh. Anyway.
But it does have ties to Cereal City, so I'll actually mention that. That is Milked. And Milked is from Hometown Vapor, but they have ties with Cereal. And I actually added 3 straws of that into it. Took 2 straws out after cutting the 20%. Put 3 straws in, which is roughly around, I would say, 3 mils of milk to it to cut it down. And it seemed to help a lot, actually.
It did, but you still get that freaking throat hit from hell.
I think a tank would work in that pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it still kills me.
And guys, that was the original Cereal City Vapes. And like Kid Vape always says, do what you gotta do.